Questions are yours. Answers are ours.
You got the burgers.
You got the burgers.
We got the answers.
We got the answers. Today we're in the BA Test Kitchen.
And we are answering your questions
About burgers. I love burgers.
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 What is the best fat percentage in a burger mixture?
80-20.
I think 80-20.
80-20.
80-20.
80-20 is just the percentage. So it's like 80% meat protein, 20% fat.
That's just like enough fat to keep the burger really, really juicy, but not so much fat that it's like,
I think I'm an 80-20 person.
80-20 is pretty standard.
you see ground chuck, that's normally
That's
around
already
that
ground, yeah.
percentage.
I have had burgers that were pushing at 70-30. Too much shrinkage.
Too much fat coat in your mouth.
Yeah.
It does not feel right.
80-20, 90-10 is too lean.
90-10, honestly, like, don't
Don't
mess
eat a
with
burger.
that. If you can find 25-75,
Well-
it's special.
75-25.
I was gonna say, when you
Don't
get
you
like,
love it?
oh yeah,
You can't find it very easily, but if you're very lucky, 75-25 is very delicious.
it's custom deluxe.
You just want some
You
kind
want
of
some
fat for
fat.
the burger to cook it, like to sort of cook itself in and give flavor.
Right, and it gives it, fat gives a lot of flavor. And when it's just, if it was just 99% lean beef, I mean, it'd be like,
It'd be like a hockey puck.
Why is there such an emphasis on overworking the meat? What will happen if I mix and smush it too much?
I think it'll just become tough.
It all just kind of like becomes like a little bit like too like pasty and kind of uniform.
yeah, it gets like a little bit more into that like bouncy bologna territory.
We don't want bouncy bologna.
You don't have to stress out about it. Just know that like don't sit there like kneading it and like trying to overwork
it's
it
not
into
dull.
too regular a shape.
We are very kind of gentle with our approach.
It's a gathering more
It's a
than
gathering,
a forming.
yeah.
So we like buff patties, we don't like tough patties.
Best to season burger before or after grilling? I do it before.
The
Brad,
answer
what
is
do you
both.
do?
You always want to cook your meat with a little salt. I mean, you season it before you grill it, and then after you cook it, I like to just finish
Season
it
it again?
a little bit.
All right.
I season it in my hand,
Boom, on
Boom.
the grill.
season the other side.
You wouldn't want to do it after because it just spent all that time cooking without any seasoning. You're not drawing out any flavor.
Yeah. What are your go-to burger toppings and condiments? I mean, I need at the very least mayonnaise and ketchup.
Super, 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 super thinly sliced white onions.
Onions that are diced, not cut into rounds. I don't know. You know why? Because they slide out. They slide out.
I need special sauce. Like if I go to somebody else's barbecue and there's no special sauce for the burgers,
You make your own.
yeah.
And a little bit of mustard on the side. Just like to where you just put a little swipe of mustard per bite.
I don't even know who you are right now.
I like pickles and onions.
I like it all. I like
Yeah, I can get
tomatoes,
into
lettuce,
that.
onions.
I love cheddar cheese, like good sharp cheddar. Definitely not red Leicester.
No.
Never.
Mayo, mustard, Swiss cheese, bread and butter pickles, lettuce. That's it.
It's highly personal. I mean, my God.
Very
It
personal.
could tear us apart.
I like kimchi and I like mayo, and that's all I like.
Onions in the patty, yes
No.
or no? I would say in the burger, but not in the patty.
No.
No, nothing in the patty.
Onions on top of the patty.
What is the best way to grill a homemade burger without it falling apart?
Put a little oil on the grill grates first, and if it's stuck to the grill and it doesn't want to come off, just wait a little bit.
You just kind of have to leave it alone until that underside sets.
When things are cooked, properly, they'll want to
They'll
release
flip nicely,
themselves.
yeah.
You take your cast iron out and put it on
Exactly
your
what I
grill.
was gonna say.
I will use a cast iron on the grill.
You can use a cast iron on a grill. I mean, it's a good little like insurance policy.
I have no desire for my patty to touch the grates of a
No.
grill.
What's the best cut of beef for a burger?
You can get fancy with other cuts of meat, but at the end of the day, I feel like chuck's the most bang for your buck, most flavor, best fat percentage.
80-20 chuck.
Yeah.
Good.
I like the short rib.
I like short
I mean,
rib,
because
too.
ground beef isn't that cheap, and it's comparable to like a boneless short rib almost.
Totally.
I say brisket.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, the best cut of beef is when you grind your own.
How do you prevent buns from getting soggy?
Well, whose
getting
buns are getting
soggy
soggy?
buns?
Oh, you mean like in the composed burger, maybe?
Oh, in the burger.
Burgers should be made, put in a bun, handed to a person, eaten.
It should never get to the point where you have the opportunity to sog out. You gotta just eat them.
It's a quick thing. When they're done, it's go time.
If you poke holes in the meat, does it cook evenly or faster?
There's so much misinformation on the internet. It's just terrible. No.
No.
Poke holes in the no.
Why do my big? I can't even say.
I can't
Why
say
do my
anything.
big flat burgers? That's ridiculous. Someone really wrote this.
I don't like this.
Why do my big flat burgers shrink up into small patties when I cook them? Is it really?
And as you cook it, the fat melts, which means there's just less there in the end.
Right. First of all, make them bigger and flatter than you think you want them to be because they're going to shrink up, and then make a little like well in the middle.
And then they won't form this like puck.
Can you sous vide a burger and then quickly sear the outside before serving?
Brad is not here, so we can skip this question.
I mean, it's probably not bad.
I don't see why not. I
Yeah.
feel like people don't do it though.
But
And,
why?
like, why?
Why
I don't-
will you go through all that trouble?
It's hard to get adequate color on a burger without spending like a reasonable amount of time like on the grill. I would
Right.
just worry that it would kind of overcook.
Right.
It just seems unnecessary, but I don't see why not.
What's the best way to make a grilled burger that won't dry out or get too charred?
So you want like a medium heat, and you want to make sure you have some fat, like we mentioned before, in the mixture.
The burger kind of like keeps cooking when you like. I used to do it. Usually do it a little bit under because I feel like people
Carries over.
Yeah.
A smash burger on the grill. Put your cast
Oh, yeah.
iron on the grill so that they're basically crisping up in their own fat, but you're still getting the smoke that's wafting off the grill.
If you have a gas grill and you're not really benefiting from any of that smoke anyways,
All the
just
more.
put a like one of those like Lodge griddles, like pancake griddles, right on the gas grill and just cook straight on that.
Catch one burger, yes or no?
If it's what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's classic.
What's the best way to cook a burger? Grill or fry?
Like in a
It
pan.
depends what you're after.
Yeah, I mean,
I love a smash burger that's technically a fried burger, but I also love a grilled burger.
you know, I mean, I'm on team fry. I don't think that a burger benefits from the grill all that much.
I don't need the grate marks or on a grill.
Yeah,
Even if
I
I'm
think a
on
griddle
cooking
is
over
fine.
charcoal, I like it kind of just on like a flat poncha kind of steel. You get real direct contact and you get that little bit of crust. I really like that.
I agree.
What's the best method of topping a burger so it doesn't slide out of the bun?
I think this question is about the toppings themselves sliding out on the ice.
Is that an issue? Oh, in terms of like when you pick it up and it kind of wants to fall out the back?
I never really have a problem. I guess don't
Yeah.
overdo it. You can get a little slippy with the lettuce.
Some chopped up onions on the
Yeah,
grill.
little
Putting some of
grabbers.
those in. Those will kind of help
traction.
create some traction.
I like
in
that.
the
Build some
burger.
traction.
If your burger is like this, you want to have a bread that is at least the same size
At least.
or a little bit bigger.
And if you have to have like a spike through it, you know, like a metal skewer or wooden skewer,
Yeah.
you know, if that's what it's going to take to keep that burger in the bun, like I say fair play.
Right.
I think you need to think about not putting two wet, slippery things next to each other. I want to put special sauce on there, and
Put
some of
special
that
sauce
is
on
going
both
to.
sides?
I do,
yeah.
and like some of that is going to come out, but that's part of the joy of
you-
eating a burger.
Next.
Best time to add cheese to the patty after the first flip. Like once it's
It
on the
depends
grill.
how big your patty is. If you're a smash burger, you're gonna add the cheese right when it flips because it's not gonna spend that much longer on the grill. If you're doing a thick burger, I cook my thick burgers by flipping them pretty constantly.
Interesting.
So then I wouldn't add the cheese until a minute or so before they're finished.
Yeah.
Or if you're cooking on a flat, on a poncha or something, you cover it with a little bowl, but before you do it, a little splash of water real quick, a little steamo, melto, get it out of here.
Doesn't matter if you make the center thinner or not.
I guess.
I don't usually do that.
Don't overthink it.
If you're doing bigger burgers, I think it does start to make a difference because
Yeah.
nobody really wants a burger that like, you know, it starts like this and then it shrinks like that and then all of a sudden it's that thick.
Stuffed burger with cheese. How do I get it to not have a blowout?
You don't do it.
You don't stuff your burger.
Yeah, that is
You
like
just don't stuff your patty.
cheese on the burger, not in the burger.
Yeah.
I think you just have to be reasonable in terms of how much cheese you're getting inside that thing. It's gonna melt, it's gonna be there, it's gonna be awesome, so don't try to get like 4 slices in there.
My only thing with this is like cooking temperature wise.
Hey, you're putting cheese in
want
your
cheese
burger.
inside your burger?
You know
Good
what?
luck.
You're gonna pay the price, all right?
What is your favorite vegetarian burger? Brooks Headley's Superiority Burger recipe. It's really hard, but the payoff is worth it.
Or the one that Chris Morocco has in Bon Appetit is fantastic.
Totally. We can all agree on that.
Hope that was helpful. Those were our answers to all your questions about hamburgers.
Burgers are one of the great foods.
They're tasty foods.
I really do love them in the summer.
Burgers. Eat more burgers. Eat less burgers. Whatever your body needs.
Mix up hamburger.
You know, I spent 2 years at Shake Shack. I went home a lot of nights covered in airborne beef fat. So I have to be in the right mood.